everyone, I'm Leslie, and we are currently off the Ultimate World Cruise, and we are traveling through Italy. And if you watched my last video, you saw we started in Italy in Rome. Our plan was to work our way up Italy to get to Milan. We couldn't go to Italy without going to Florence and seeing David. So next up on our incredible journey through Italy is to go to Florence. So I want to share everything we did, we saw, we ate, we experienced, and just the incredible Florence with you. So let's go check it out. We take a train from Rome to Florence. And on the train, and we've noticed through Europe, and this probably will come as no surprise to most people, but the train and the train systems, in Japan, we noticed it even in the subway, but in Italy, the commuter trains between the cities, they're so quiet. We were whispering, we're just loud Americans, I guess, because gosh, like, you sound so loud when everybody in the car is quiet. So it just was so noticeable in the train. I also fell in love in Italy instantly when I heard the train conductor telling us the stops, just speaking in Italian.
Vale anche per le sigarette elettroniche, i cui vapori potrebbero provocare.
Dreamy. If you recall from my Rome video, and I'll tag it here because it's the start of our journey through Italy, we said we were going to start in Rome. We had a booked Airbnb in Florence, and then we don't know what we're doing after that. So when we arrive into Florence, we have an Airbnb in the center of the city, and it also has a terrace. Our hotel in Rome had a terrace. It was incredible. This is a little condo. Look at how cute our little condo in Florence is. First floor, private building, 2 bedrooms. Oh, look at that little window out to our terrace. Beautiful. And then our living room, gorgeous wood ceiling, beautiful kitchen, dining room. It's huge. Look at our huge kitchen. Oh, love, love, love. And we have a private terrace out here. We can have coffee and our dinner, and then a whole separate bedroom bathroom. How nice is that? Perfect location. We're gonna head out because of course we need to get some pizza.
I'm joking.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
We're near the Major Duomo?
No, gelato.
Gelato. No, I wasn't thinking that.
We walk through the city, and this is our first sighting of the Duomo, and I've been to Florence. Roy has not. So coming around the corner and seeing the Duomo is just such a breathtaking experience.
How old is this again?
It is the reason to go to Florence. If you don't do anything else, you got to see David, of course, but other than that, you have to see the Duomo. is so beautiful. Even if you don't go inside, inside's highly recommended. But just the building and all of its awesomeness, it's gorgeous. We'll be back to the Duomo when we visit, but just as a side note, and I'll tell you again because it's so important, get advanced tickets. There were people that stood in line for literally hours waiting to get tickets. We saw a guy while we were in line and we had tickets who had barely moved. So I highly recommend. The level of tourism and tourists traveling the world is at an astronomical level right now. And so if you want to see something, just get the tickets, book it in advance, book it as far in advance as you can. You will spend so much of your vacation standing in line. This is the gorgeous Arno River and the Ponte Vecchio Bridge, the medieval stone spandrel segmental arch bridge over the Arno, the only bridge in Florence spared from destruction during World War II, and it's noted for the shops that are built along it.
Making Rolex in this town. This is where you're gonna put it. These were always shops in the houses? There were probably shops and houses above it, huh? Rolex?
You know what we should do today? No. You know what we should do today?
What should we do today?
Get some gelato.
Gelato sounds like something we should do today. Grazie.
The Basilica di St. Croce, both Michelangelo and Galileo have crypts here. This Basilica St. Croce, I'm huge. I will see every single church there is in the world. I love them. They never get old. Roy was very reluctant knowing that we were going to see hundreds of churches on our world journey. And we have. But it's amazing how many you go into that they don't have all this notoriety around them, but they're so incredible. And this one was one that proved my point, because both Michelangelo and Galileo have tombs here, and of course that would be something we would want to see. We had an incredible sandwich at Sapori Tuscany. Sapori Tuscany. Again, if you don't eat anywhere else in Florence, you absolutely have to stop here for a sandwich. We got the sandwich. It's not a restaurant. There's no seating. We sat on the curb, and I would still be sitting there. It was so, so, so good. Just a sandwich, but ciao. I passed through the leather market. One of my followers online on social media reached out and said, make sure you stop in the leather market. They're the tented, just kind of street market that has leather goods, and it just runs for what seemed like miles. And you can get authentic leather, handmade, everything you can think of leather, and at a very reasonable price. Great quality. Definitely don't miss the leather market on the street. And if you just Google leather market, it'll lead you there. It's not to be missed. We're gonna see the statue of David today.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited that in 1991, some crazy, terrorist came into this place with a hammer and hammered his toe.
What?
Yeah, proving that crazy is now and crazy was then.
Next up is the statue of David. There are no words to even, it's that good.
Sì, amore.
The Florence Cathedral, also known as the Duomo di Firenze, is the Cathedral of Florence, Italy. It was begun in 1296 in the Gothic style to the design of Cambio and was structurally completed by 1436 with the dome engineered by Filippo Brunelleschi. The exterior of the basilica is faced with polychrome marble panels in various shades of green and pink, bordered by white, and has an elaborate 19th century Gothic Revival facade that is gorgeous. The church is particularly notable for its 44 stained glass windows, the largest undertaking of this kind in Italy in the 14th and 15th century. The ceiling of the dome is decorated with the representation of the Last Judgment. Originally left whitewashed following its completion, the Duke decided to have the ceiling of the dome painted. This enormous work, 38,750 square feet of painted surface, was started in 1572 and would not be completed until 1579. This is the view from the dome down into the church. The dome tour is worth every single penny because not only do you see the views from above, the dome and the exterior views are remarkable. Once you're done exploring the Duomo Cathedral from the inside, all you need to do now is climb to the top of the cupola to complete this incredible experience. You'll need to climb 463 steps to get an extraordinary view outside of the city of Florence.
More pasta and a quick beer to remind us of home in the Joshua Tree Pub. Of course, we have to have a croissant at the oldest cafe in Florence, the Gili Cafe. It's in the Piazza della Repubblica. Just grab a chair and watch the people and the piazza and life in Florence just go by. One thing you don't want to miss when you're in Florence is the wine windows. And you can also Google wine windows and it'll tell you where they are in the city. The wine windows are literally like they sound. So it's a restaurant, and outside the restaurant entrance, usually within 5 or 10 feet, is a window in the wall. And they have a little menu out there, and you order your wine and they put it through the window for you, and you can stand on the street and drink the wine. Roy found one with espresso, actually. It had ice cream in the bottom, and then they pour espresso in it, and it was an espresso window. They are not to be missed. They're all over the city in different parts of the city. So again, just Google them and you'll pull them up in the areas where they are. Most of them can be found in the Santo Spirito district and the city center. They served as a useful tool to prevent contagion during the 1630 to 1633 plague epidemic. You want to go early because, again, it was funny because when we walked by, Roy's like, why don't we just go in the restaurant and order the wine right from the bar? But the whole idea is don't get it from the wine window. It's just cool. They like hand it through the window. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. But some of them had, 20, 30 people waiting in line. And so it can get a little crazy. You want to go early and just be patient. You're getting 1 glass, 2 glasses out of it. It doesn't take that long, but just go with your patience and go early. Florence is so beautiful. Another area you can just wander through. You can just take your time, really sit down in the city and just take it all in. It's way less fast-paced in city. It's way more just kind of local and quaint, and absolutely love Florence. More gelato, more pizza, more pasta, some Mexican food thrown in, an incredible sandwich, just a really, really cool city. One that you can go in and out of. The first time I was in Florence, we just spent the day there. When we went, we spent 3 nights, and it was beautiful, perfect amount of time. Our Airbnb was right across from the rental car location, because now we're going to leave Florence and we decide we're going to go to Tuscany and literally drop down in the middle of wine country and decide where the next stop is. We got an Airbnb in Chiusi, and we are so excited to go to Tuscany for all the obvious reasons that you're thinking of right now. But another one of the crazy reasons we're excited to go is we need to rest. We have been traveling since September 10th, and we've got 180 days into our Ultimate World Cruise. We're tired and we want quiet. One thing on the cruise ship is it is never quiet. It's quiet in here because I kick Roy out to do the videos for you. It's everywhere. So we are so looking forward to just resting, sleeping, and doing a whole lot of nothing in the depths of Tuscany. So I hope you loved the Florence video. I would love to hear your comments if you've been to Florence and what you thought of it, what you thought of the video today. Put your comments below. If you liked the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can see all about Tuscany and wine and pizza and pasta and gelato in Tuscany. And as always, thank you so much for being here. And until Tuscany, bye for now.